My name is Lauren Stair.
Hunter Hurley.
And I'm Hope Paladini. We are the marketing department team of Alaska Air Group, and we have created a campaign for you today. We understand that relationship marketing is very important to you, so we have based this advertising campaign off of that. We appreciate you taking the time to listen to what we have to say, and we understand that you have a lot of other responsibilities to attend to, so let's get started.
Alright, so a little history about Alaska Airlines. So in 1932, Linus McGee started an airline called Stair Air Services, which had the largest airline in all of Alaska with 22 planes. McGee sold the airline to Don Goodman, who in the 1943 purchased Miro Air Service, Pollock Airlines, Levery Airways, and Alaska Airmotive. 1 year after the purchase of those, Goodman changed Stair Air Service to Alaska Airlines. The following year, they bought a few more airline companies, and in the beginning of 1950s, they were given permission to fly from Fairbanks to Seattle and Portland. In later years, Alaska Airlines was able to fly the Lockheed Hercules, hauling drill rigs to Alaska's oil-rich North Slope and later to the jungles of Ecuador. In 1967, a merger started happening between Alaska Airlines, Southwest Airlines, Alaska Coastal Ellis, and Cordova. In 1973, there was a change in management. Bruce Kennedy became the CEO of Alaska Airlines. Between 1980s and 2010, Alaska Airlines was given permission to fly over all of the United States, as well as some parts of Mexico.
Alright, so research is a very important part of any and every marketing campaign. It helps you decide what will work and what you should have your goals and objectives be. It also ensures a successful ROI. With that being said, let us show you what we have found that we believe will be imperative to any further decision to be made. Some things that we have found that we believe to be imperative for this campaign is Alaska's market share is really low compared to their competitors. Alaska Airlines has reported a market share of 5.8%, which overall for an airline is very low. Their competitor, American Airlines, has a market share of 17.9%. That is a 12.1% difference, which is bad because also they have more competitors that have higher market shares than them. Alaska merged with the airline Virginia American back in 2016. They had a huge growth in sales, but after that, it started declining slowly due to labor and fuel costs. We also believe that it started to decline because of scandals that were happening on their airlines. They had some problems with some flight attendants, and there was some sexual harassment, and all of these incidents happened within months of each other, covered by media channels that have big impact on people. Now, it isn't the airline's fault that these things happen to the people, but it is their fault for not taking correct actions to fix the issues, which has tainted the airline for many. We wanted to further our research by looking into the ratings Alaska Airline and some others as well. Looking through the top airline brands in the market share actually have a low rating overall. For example, the top airline in the market share is American Airlines, and their overall rating is 3 out of 10. And Alaska Airlines' overall rating is 6 out of 10. For being as low in the market share as they are, it is surprising that they have a high overall rating for consumers. But we believe that is because their competitors have more reviews than Alaska. Since talking to you about what we wanted campaign-wise, relationship marketing is what we will focus on, and research we have conducted. It will help us formulate the campaign, and it will also help us align our objectives and strategy accordingly.
Thank you, Hope, for introducing the research to our guests. Our audience that we want to focus on for this campaign is going to be more so leisure travelers with families and moms who typically make those travel decisions. Usually they'll be from ages 25 to 55 with medium to high income.
Alright, so looking over the SWOT, one of the strengths is the upkeep of fleet, focus on domestic market. In 2018, they were given an award by J.D. Power for customer satisfaction over the past 11 years, and their customer relations. So some of their weaknesses that we want to focus on is their high prices. their private ownership, which basically just means that they're going to have more challenges in managing costs, like instances that happen. Big focus on shorter routes, high focus on economy class, and they are not a member of any of the three major airline alliances, which is Oneworld, SkyTeam, and Star Alliance. So looking over the opportunity, one of the biggest opportunities that they can have is business travel. In today's day and age, there's a large amount of businesses doing travel, not just inside the U.S., but also outside the U.S. Also consolidation, creating a stronger name for themselves, and increased automation, which basically is just giving an opportunity for the airline companies to look beyond their core business of airlines and move into hotels or boutique properties. Some of their threats is their competition. Some of their biggest competition is Southwest Airlines, American Airline, as well as Delta and other ones. Another one of their threats is aviation fuel prices increase, as well as another threat is they have to train employees if any incidents happen.
Stemming from the research that we found, we have come up with three main objectives that we want to focus on for this campaign. The first being a sales objective, we want to increase our current market share from 5.8% to 6.8% for the 2019 fiscal year. We also want to drive awareness that Alaska Airlines is a safe and friendly brand. Alaska Airlines is also creating a sense of community to gain those loyal customers that we strive for.
So based off our objectives, we have created a strategy statement that we believe is very compelling. When you choose Alaska Airlines, you are joining a community that ensures safety and comfort when you travel with us. So moving into the tactics, our first one is a traditional one. We wanted to create a 30-second commercial that really speaks to our first promotional objective, which is drive awareness that Alaska Airlines is a safe and family-friendly brand. We picked Fox News to broadcast on because we are targeting young adults and parents, which, according to research, Fox News has the highest ratings. When traveling on an airplane, especially with your family, you want to know that when you get on a flight, you will make it to your destination safely. We also want to position that your company is family friendly. We don't want them to associate your brand with the scandals that you had in the past. We believe that using traditional advertising to convey this message is the best idea. For this commercial, we are wanting to use a hero concept, really big, flashy, make you remember type, and differentiate from all the other airlines. Instead of evoking happiness in our hero video, we would like to invoke fear, because people are more likely to purchase plane tickets from us if they are afraid that they will crash in another airline, studies have shown. For measurement, we would like to have a survey that someone would complete when purchasing a plane ticket. The survey would ask where they heard about us, whether it's from commercial, whether it's from a friend, or if it's on social media, etc. Another thing that we will look at is reach that we can get from the channel that we chose and times and how many spots. And we will also look at CPM that we can get from that as well. Our next tactic is also traditional, and we chose to do print ad. For the print ad, we really wanted to focus on the first promotional objective again. We believe that using print ad will help us achieve the objective of driving awareness. For this advertisement, we want to portray safety and family-friendly brand aimed towards women through a picture. We found a statistic that women, moms, make 80% of travel decisions. We will advertise in a travel magazine and in a Better Homes and Garden magazine full page. We chose the travel magazine because studies show that when people are thinking about traveling, they tend to look at magazines for ideas, and we chose Better Home and Garden because of their reach to specifically women. For measurement, it would be the same as commercial, and as you can see on the right, that is the print ad that we created.
The next tactic is blog posts. Blog posts are used as a tool to continuously engage with our customer base and community. This tactic will directly affect our second promotional objective by creating a sense of community among the past Virgin Airlines customer base, Alaska customer base, as well as our expanding loyal customer base. Currently, Alaska Air has a blog that is mostly business-facing and uninteresting to a consumer, and we would like to add this tactic in to be more customer-facing to create that deeper connection. By curating trustworthy, reliable, and quality information, customers will see us as a leader in our space and increase our relationship marketing efforts. This is just a snippet of what the blog post calendar will look like. We'll have various topics going out throughout the month, mostly on a weekly basis, and you can see our schedule here for this month as well as next month. The next tactic is going to be based on Google Display, which will affect our sales objective. Otherwise known as social proof marketing, this tactic will encourage customers to make purchasing decisions based on what others have to say about the brand. This endorsement campaign will build trust in the brand, add credibility, as well as validate and simplify our customers' purchasing decision. This endorsement would involve a celebrity influencer who is in the travel space, promoting their travels with Alaska Air. The contract would involve a 30-second video advertisement that will be shown through the Google Display Network, showcasing their amazing travel experience with Alaska Air. We have created ad groups for this campaign and keywords to influence where our video will show up. This will be a high-reach campaign, and we will measure it through click-through rate, cost per click, conversion rate, cost per acquisition, and impression share.
So our final tactic is using Facebook ads. So we're planning on using Facebook ads to increase our shares from 5.8% to 6.8% by the end of the 2019 fiscal year. We are going to do that by creating advertisements focused on our target audience, which is adults 25 to 55. We choose to use Facebook because it is stated that 80% of all internet users use Facebook. Our ads will include special deals, mileage deals, and much more. Facebook advertising can be fairly cheap, but also bring in a lot of revenue. These ads are based around getting people to come to our website and buy airline tickets. With this, we hope that people who follow Alaska Airlines on Facebook will share it, and thus it will reach a lot of people, giving this Facebook ad a higher chance of success. The way we are planning on measuring this is through the sales over the 2019 fiscal year, which is total revenues divided by the industry total sales. Alright, so looking over our budget, we decided that we were going to spend about $30 million on all 5 of these areas, so we're going to go through and we're going to talk about it.
So we decided for commercial that we would spend $5,997,600. With doing that, we would be reaching about 2,206,000 people. And our calculated CPM for that is $2,718. And for our Better Home and Garden, for the print ad, the total would be about 8,252,820. And then the total reach for both of the print ads would be around 34 million people.
For the blog, the total expense of that will be almost $5 million with a reach of $1,350,000. For our Google Display, the total cost will be $8 million with an average reach of about $4 million.
And so our Facebook ads, we're going to be spending about $2.7 million, and at minimum, we're going to reach at least 365,000 people.
We have struggled with our marketing efforts after our merger with Virgin Airlines, but as we implement this advertising campaign, we will reconnect with our target audience and our current sales goals. We also hope to hear from you soon to hear your feedback and thoughts on this campaign, and we appreciate you taking the time to meet with us as we understand you have a very busy schedule. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask at this time.